Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Here's in a half shell. Turtle power. Turtle power.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
Are you retarded?
No.
I mean, you a grown-ass man. You know that?
Yeah, I am a grown-ass man now, but I wasn't a grown-ass man when I was watching this cartoon show and reading the comic books and watching the movies and playing the role-playing game.
You don't still suck a bottle, though, do you?
No, I don't.
Well,
let me
prove it.
But before we get into
he sucks turtle dick apparently.
Before we get into my love of turtles, can we talk about your Batman collection there, Leon?
Dude, how often are you going to go back to that one thing? You do this every week. And with me, it's always, you like Batman, you like Batman. A lot of people like Batman.
Yes,
but Teenage Mutant Ninja, I mean, listen to the sound of that. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Think about the leap you have to make to even make those concepts come together.
Well, that was the point. The whole show was satire. It was a joke. It was fun. It was never serious.
We're going to take you to Chuck E. Cheese after this.
I am not. It is not that kind of a kid thing. It's a lot of fun. Martin, Leon, did you ever read the comic books when you were younger?
Did.
Yeah, they were not kids' comic books. They were bloody and they were funny and they were cool.
Yeah, I know. It came out because the popular comic books at the time were X-Men and Daredevil with the Ninjas and funny animal books. And these guys said, hey, let's make a comic book that's going to parody all these things at one time and it'll be absurd. And it's like, okay, that was a cute joke. But then when they made a Saturday morning cartoon out, I'm like, y'all weren't supposed to take this seriously.
That was awesome.
Okay. I'm being cool here. I'm going to hesitate and not razz on you too much because I want to understand what the hell you like in this movie so much, because we're talking about this movie, not the history of the Turtles. What is it that because you did not just like this movie, you loved it.
I dug the hell out of this movie. This movie was a lot of fun.
Why?
Because it was everything it was supposed to be. You know how we're always sitting around complaining that all these things that they rob from our childhood and remake and then sell to us again, and we go, this is nothing like it was. Why are they doing it this way? Well, this one was actually done right.
That's true, because that cartoon sucked back then and this movie sucks right now.
You know what? I'm going to meet you halfway on this, because there were about two things I liked in this movie. I liked the design. I liked the animation. And there was one scene in there where the brothers, it was DiCaprio or whatever.
It was Raphael and Leonardo.
Look at this. You even know the names.
The blue one and the red one.
Yeah.
I just knew the two things you like were April's tits, but go ahead.
Oh, well.
Oh, we're not recovering for that one.
No, ain't nothing wrong with cartoon titties. I mean, hey, but I mean, I like that fight scene.
Yeah.
But that's about it. Now, you got to admit, this story is lame, man.
No, I don't have to admit that.
Dude, come on. Any movie that gives you a 10-minute warm-up talking about these ancient warrior king and his minions who have to stop the interdimensional creatures from coming through and regaining his immortality and all this stuff that I'm like, okay, this movie is about turtles, right? I mean, you go through all this with this generic cliche. You know what? Calling it a cliche is an insult to other cliches. It was just like, you guys, please, next time take more than an afternoon to come up with a story for these things.
I really liked it. I mean, one of the things I really liked about this was they did what we've been complaining about for a long time.
What?
They actually said, you know what? Let's not do the origin story all over again. Let's acknowledge that all these other versions of the Turtles have existed and just tell a new Turtle story. And that's what they did. They just jumped right in. And it existed within the universe that was already there.
And just in case some people don't know the origin story, it's
like most of America,
they give the little voiceover at the beginning. And don't say most of America. Everybody knows that turtles walk. It was a simple story to begin with. Turtles walk through toxic waste and suddenly turn into turn into people. Turn into people like turtles, and then they're trained by a rat that also walked through the waste. That was the pet rat of a martial artist. And that's where they got their ninja training.
You're killing me. I love the way you say this like it's all a logical step. Well, if turtles got toxic waste spilled on them, of course they'd learn how to talk and become ninjas.
It's fantasy, numbnuts. it's just fun. It's goofy. It's childhood. This is a kid's movie. This isn't an adult film. This is, and you know what? You guys are older than me. You guys were too old to enjoy the Turtles when they came. I was just the right age. I loved the Turtles.
We're about like 3 years older than you are. At least I am.
Yeah, I was just at the cusp of being there. I was like 11 when the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hit the scene. You were 14. You were at that point too cool for the Turtles.
Well, yeah.
See, yeah, and I was not. Everybody in my school was Turtles. It's turtle power. It's awesome.
Cowabunga, dude.
Cowabunga, dude.
Yes, but my point is, we are in our 30s now, and you sitting up here acting like you were 10-year-old at Walmart picking up, the figurines or something.
No, he's a 30-year-old at Walmart picking up figurines.
I rue the day that the Gumby movie comes out, my man.
Hey, he's got you there.
Striking any chords there, Snoopy?
But let me tell you something, though. If a bad Gumby movie came out, my childhood would not interfere with the fact that I would tell you that it was a bad movie.
Except that everyone that I know that saw this movie, that loved the Turtles as kids, thought it was a really good movie. That it played to that. You guys didn't love the Turtles as kids and didn't love it. What is that telling you?
I loved the first movie.
That you saw with the group from a Special Olympics.
No, man. Look, I don't think kids are gonna love it. Y'all are wrong, man. I like that y'all are doing this. It makes me look good for a change.
Wow, the Turtles aren't driving around in a van anymore. It's a short bus.
You saw with a bunch of people who look like turtles.
Hey, say that
Flipper
line
babies.
Say that line again instead of riding around the van.
Yeah, I guess the Turtles aren't riding around in a van anymore. They're riding around in a short bus.
Man, look, I think this is going to be great for kids, and I don't think the movie's terrible. But yeah, come on, you got to admit the story, as far as for adults, it's kind of weak.
It wasn't the greatest thing I've ever seen, but I had a lot of fun with it. It was a classic Turtle story. I mean, the Turtle stories have never been big on plot. They were never well-crafted stories. They are what they are, and I enjoyed it for what it was. Now, when I say I really like this movie, I'm not recommending it strongly to anybody I know. I'm talking to my buddies and going, did you love the Turtles when you were a kid? If they go, oh, hell yeah, man. I love the Ninja Turtles. I had the toys. I used to watch the cartoon. I even played the role-playing game. Dude, this movie's for you. But if you say, oh, man, no, I didn't watch the Turtles. You say something like Leon was talking about. It's like, oh, no, this movie's not for you, my friend. It's, it's kind of like, the stuff you keep in the cupboard for when your special friends come over. It's you guys will really appreciate this. My other friends won't.
So you got your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books mixed in with your porn.
Right. Hey, you guys like to suck cock? Well, you're going to love these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Sorry, I know it has to keep cut, but
well, see if I don't know. See if you can phrase that a different way or something.
Because, that's great.
Dang. I don't know.
I like them.
And by the way, you guys are taking it a little too easy on me.
Oh, no, we're not. I mean,
you think so? Because I'm starting to feel like, man, we got
No. In fact, this is one of the things that I've been big on recently, and I felt we needed to talk about. There's not enough derision in our pieces right now. It's when you watch them, it sounds like we're all.
You guys like to suck cock?
Okay.
Hey, you guys like to suck cock? Well, I got something really gay for you. Check out these Ninja Turtles.
Oh man, come on! They're not that gay,
dude. You would, I don't. There are times I'm restrained, but I just got to say this: you are stupid. You know what I mean? I don't get you sometimes.
I don't get you either. Most of the time, I have your back somewhat, but with this, I'm like, dude, okay, maybe I don't hate the movie, but to love it, I mean, the problems with this thing are, I don't even want to go down and nitpick it all, but they're in the middle of New York City, and there's not a soul on the street. Did you notice that? I mean, they're driving up and down the street, and there's nobody out there. What city they're protecting? And the way they had their panties in a bunch about this vigilante, the night watchman. We have to stop this guy. And I'm like, wait a minute. You guys are vigilantes. What are you just? You're not turtles. You're a bunch of player haters.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm doing this.
You're not turtles. You're playa haters.
Say that again.
Did you just say you're not turtles? You're playa haters?
I said it and I stand by it.
I'm saying this for a visual joke. I got something in mind. It's like, yeah. I mean, talking about cliches, man. I mean, how many movies have you seen where the stars align and then it opens up a portal where creatures come out. That just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't. That's why it's a kids movie, dumbass. I mean, there's nothing adult about this film. This film, I don't love this as a well-crafted adult film. I love this because it reminds me of my childhood. It takes me back there, and it was entertaining, and it entertained me. If you're a Turtle fan, you will dig the hell out of this movie. If you have no childhood souls like these Soul Brothers over here, then no, you are not gonna like this movie. Or you probably won't. I don't know.
Or if you're a mongoloid and you just have no taste.
Hey, Mongoloids love this movie, punk.
Let's go down the checklist of qualifiers here. If you watched the Turtles when you were a little kid and you don't care about plot or logic or action or well pacing, then this could be the movie for you.
Now that's being unfair to the film. The film is paced properly, and the plot works for what it is as a kids film.
Well, like I said, you're right. It is a kids movie. Kids will love this, and I'm really not going to be that harsh on it as far as it being a kids movie. But your grown dumbass right here, I mean, I don't get you, man. I mean, you said it takes me back to my childhood. Apparently, you never left.
Yeah, that is one short trip.
But no, hey man, look, I'm not going to.
That's a great line.
That is a great line.
I like that. That's got to stay in.
Leon, I like you, man. Just pat him on his head and let him be on his way.
I'm a Jolly Rancher.
You know what? I'm actually of the opinion that what we need to do is we need to have like one of the bloody endings where I've got the katana sitting on my back the whole time and just.
Yeah,
well,
but it'd be funny if it were plastic swords. You're like,
yeah, that's awesome. Oh, let's do that. Have you go, Cargill?
Carlisle, what are you doing?
Oh, sometimes I forget they're plastic.
Don't do that.
Turtle power!
Man, what are you doing?
Oh, sometimes I forget they're plastic.
Swag.
Yeah. I mean, say a line real quick. Why? That was real.